Ladies and gentlemen, hi. I am going to show you how to create a finger jointed box just like this one here. Okay. I made another video. I'll probably delete it. But this one is a much better version. Okay. So this one shows you much more clearly how to create one of these finger jointed boxes that you can then laser cut out using the laser cutter, and I'm using 5mm thick plywood. Okay. So I've got some steps here. I'll do step 1 to 5 first, and then I'll do the last couple of steps for the lid. Okay. But essentially what we're going to do is we're going to draw out this, draw out what it looks like in the real life. We're going to draw it out down here, and I'll show you how to do that step by step. So I'm going to start by deleting that. I'm going to start by drawing out the base and sides accurately using dimensions. Okay. So if it's 100mm by 200mm and 70mm tall, then I'll need to create the base, yeah, which needs to be, what did I say? 100 by 200, 200 by 100, yeah. And then I'm going to create the sides, yeah, so I'm going to have a side there. That side there is going to be 200 across. And instead of 70mm tall, remember it's 5mm thick wood, so 5mm thick plywood, so it's going to be 200 by 70 minus 5 is 65, yeah? It's 65, okay? I'm going to Control D, duplicate that one, yeah, to save me from doing it again. I'm going to put that down there, and then I'm going to draw another one here, and again, remember it's going to be 65 by, and again, the two thicknesses here, so there's that 5mm thickness there, and the 5mm thickness there, so 100 minus 5 is 90. So 65 by 90, enter. And again, I'm going to Control D, duplicate that again, and move that over to there. Okay. So I've drawn out the base and sides accurately. Now I'm going to connect them together. I'm going to snap them using nodes and midpoints. Okay. So I'll go to the grab tool. I'll go to there, and I'm going to grab not the edge, but I'm going to grab the node. I can move things around, yeah, like this. But how do I get it accurate? Yeah. No matter how much I try, I'm never going to get that accurate, because if I zoom in, yeah, you can see that it's slightly out. But if I grab the node and I move it from node to node, then I know that it's 100% accurate, yeah? So I'm going to do that again with this one. I'm going to grab that, I'm going to go node to node. And then this one, can you see how this one's actually 90mm tall, whereas this one's 100mm tall? So I'm not going to be able to get it right, but I can get the midpoint and grab it from midpoint to midpoint. And then I can grab that one, grab it from midpoint to midpoint. Okay, now that I've got that, my next step is that I'm going to create the fingers. So the fingers are the thickness of the material, which is 5mm, times half the length of the side. So this here is half the length of that 200, half of 200 is 100, yeah? So I'm going to draw a box. Oops, I'm going to draw a box that is 100 times the thickness of the material, which is 5. Yeah. Control D, I'm going to duplicate it, so I've got another one. Go down there. I'll draw another box that's there. What's half of 100 is 50, isn't it? So it's going to be 5 times 50, and I'll duplicate that again. Move it over to here. Okay. And whilst I'm at it, I'm going to create these ones here. That's 65, so half of that, let's say, is 30mm times 5. So that's 30 times 5, enter. Yeah. And what I'll do is I'm going to just duplicate that. Oh, you got it in there. Yep. Oh, hang on. I didn't duplicate. I'm going to Control D, isn't it? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And because I need to have one there, one there, one there, yeah. And then you know what? I'm going to just duplicate it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to take these and I'm going to rotate them 90 degrees. Yeah, so they've rotated 90 degrees, and then I'm going to move them one down there. One down there, one down there, and one down there. Okay. So that's looking good, isn't it? Yeah. So from there, I'm now going to move them. Yeah. So I'm going to move them so that this thing here is sticking out and sticking out. Yeah, so I need to move these. So I'm going to go midpoint to midpoint, midpoint, and I want it to be from the no, I don't want to be edge, midpoint to midpoint, midpoint to midpoint. It does take some time getting it just right. Having a good mouse really helps. Midpoint to midpoint, midpoint to midpoint. Wow, it's actually been pretty good today. The last time I tried this, it took forever to get this done. Move it up, midpoint, 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 midpoint. I think I just screwed it up. Midpoint. Again, having a decent mouse makes all the difference. Again, having a decent computer as well. We can't have everything. Okay, so now that I've done those things, I now need to, I've connected the base and sides, I've snapped to the midpoint, I now need to delete the unwanted lines. So virtual segment delete, which is this here, you might see it as crop, so you click and hold and get down to virtual segment delete, and then you're just going to delete all those bits out that you don't need, okay? So doing that, remember if you make a mistake, you can Control Z it and undo it. If yours don't delete like this, then you've likely not moved them correctly, okay? So make sure you do them all, yeah, and make sure it's accurate, okay? I could then go and grab that and I could group it together, Control G, group it together, okay? So that is essentially this here, yeah? Oops, I'll move that back. But if you want a sliding lid, what you're going to need to do is you're probably going to need to take some of this out. You can see this line here. I've shown how I can take that out and I can create some supports in there and have a sliding lid in the top. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one end down for the sliding lid. I reckon I'm going to need to cut down a rectangle. I'm going to cut down about 5mm for the thickness of the plywood, and then say about 8mm, 8mm for the thickness of the wood that I'm going to use as a support. So let's make it 12mm. I'll make it 12. Okay, and then what I'll do, because this is the easiest way, I'm going to go to the node. Oops, sorry, hang on. I'm going to go and grab it first. I'm going to grab it from the node to the node, and now I can virtual segment delete like we've done before. Virtual segment delete that off. That off, that off, and I've got that cut down. Yeah, can you see that? I've cut it down like that, so you can see it's shorter than the other one. I'm going to create the lid. So I'm going to create the lid, and the lid is going to be 100 minus 5 minus 5, which is 90mm, 200 minus 5, which is 195. So it's going to be 195mm times 90, enter. So that's the size of the lid. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go here and I'm going to round the corner about 3mm, 3 tab 3, yeah. And then you can see that if it's rounded, it's going to slide in and out a little bit easier, yeah. Okay. But then the next problem you've got is that how do you actually grab this lid and how do you physically grab it and open it? What I've seen some people do is I've seen some people create a circle like this and then move the circle into the center point there, and then they've gone and virtual segment deleted that out and that out, so that you've got what looks like a so you've got that half circle. So going back to this circle, this photo here, you've got this chopped off and you've got a half circle under there, so you can get your finger underneath the lid and then grip it and move it out. Yeah. What other people do is they might put a circle on the lid here, yeah, so that you can grip it nicely. Yeah. I'm just going to make it 20. Tab 20, and make it 20 and 20. The problem there is, how do I know that it's in the center? Yeah, and I'm going to show you a little trick. I've got this object here, which is the lid, the plywood, and then I've got the hole. Yeah, it's two objects. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to object, and I'm going to go to align and distribute. I'm going to align their centers vertically. Yeah, so watch this, bang, and then it becomes perfectly vertically aligned. Yeah. Control G to group that together. And because I did that playing around, I'm going to Control G that together as well. Control G that together. And then what I can do is I can move that up to the top left corner like that. Oops, click out there. I can go File, Save As. Where's Save As? Save As. Save it as. And remember, I keep saying, make sure you save it as version 11. Otherwise, we won't be able to cut it out on the laser cutters at school. And make sure you put it on a USB. Yes, I'm not going to bother saving that there. Cancel. You could, if you wanted to, you could create that out of acrylic. Yeah. You could create some of this out of acrylic, but I think you're going to have troubles gluing it together. Yeah. So I would probably move that out of the way. I would send this to the printer. I'd print that out. When I'm done with that, I'd move that stuff out of the way. Click on that. I'd move that out of the way. I'd move that into it. Yeah. Unless, of course, I had a piece of plywood with the right size, and I cut all that out at the same time. Yeah. And that's the way that you can create a sliding lid plywood box using finger joints. Okay. I'm going to stop sharing and I'll share this to my YouTube channel. See you later.